A considerable amount of air goes through the corners. I mean, you can even see through there. So those boards will be a good way to stop up these corners without having to figure out the corner pieces just yet. And that way I can go ahead and start building the inside of the building and insulating it. So the walling will come up to here, and we'll have that blown cellulose insulation behind there, and then I'll most likely run another 2x4 that way, and then I'll have another thing of walling hooking onto that. It's a bit, maybe not the best, but we'll figure it out. But either way, this is letting in a lot of wind, and it's getting so cold in here. Now forgive me, it's just one of those days where I can't think of words, and I'm just going to do it, and tell me what you think. Okay guys, a very amazing present came in the mail. Here's the handle. It's even bigger than my other one. Thank you. Kono presento arigato. Thank you again. Arigato. And again, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. Oh, it's so nice. I'll keep this one for like cutting branches and stuff, because it'll still be good for that. But this will be the one for cutting things precisely and straight. But you know what? I'll cover like this saw by itself in a future video. And of course, I'll save this because it's pretty cool. I might want to work on my kanji though, because unfortunately I can't read much of the kanji. I can read some of the hiragana, but not the kanji. Okay, I can read a couple, but not all of it. So one of the main problems with the workshop project is that it's taken so much of my mental power just to build this darn thing that I haven't been able to focus on learning a language. And up until recently, like 5 months ago when I really started digging into building the workshop, I would always spend an hour a day at 10 a.m. or half hour, however long I felt it, and I would always practice learning a language, but I haven't done it in so long, I feel bad. I really need to get this workshop done. Oh my god, that is so good. Oh, I was using the wrong teeth, wasn't I? Never mind. Either way, it was working really well, and I was able to follow that line perfectly, and I'm really happy with that. Guess I didn't hook that metal on. Oh well. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Look at that. That's good. No, never used this stuff before, but I went with the big gap filler because this is big gaps according to the label. So it looks like one can will do 2 sections. So there's 3 cans per corner. That might not work out too well. Okay, so it's obviously wasteful to fill up all this area with foam. All I need to do is this area right here. So perhaps I can just have a little bit of foam going right here and it'll go on further. So I'll go by putting down layers, or putting up layers, I guess, on the inside beam. Alright, hopefully this has sealed up a bit. Oh, it's going a little bit. Now I can put up a little more layer here. Now comes the best part, touching it. It's hard on the outside, but on the inside. Won't be for long. Not so bad. Could be better, but whatever. That's nice and hard. So at first, I was only able to go about 1.5 feet per can, and then I was able to go 2.5 feet, and then over there I was able to go 6.5 feet with a single can, increasingly making more hollow back there and just getting it up here. So there definitely is a bit of skill to it. So I do worry about this approach that I'm taking because I am pushing the schedule quite a bit. I'm not giving myself enough time to properly find the best solution because I want to get the walling and insulation up as fast as possible. And so the only idea I can come up with at the moment is to just ignore the outside metal and add these layers of protection on the corners and hope that that will save me some time until I happen to find some metal that will fit on there. I do worry that I am making a mistake that will lead to moisture problems in the future, but I think that, like, when I think about it, I think this will work. So I'm just worrying about the unknown. I do like how it does allow me to separate the two challenges though, because I believe that I have the challenge of I believe I have the solution for the challenge of making the walls and insulation. I think I have that working. I already well planned out. But the problem with the walls, the corners, I do have a plan for that, but I don't have the materials for that. And so I can't actually act upon that yet. So I need to find a way to build the walls and the insulation without building the corners. And so I think that's the best way I can go about it. And I just hope that that foam can take a little bit of rain and weather and wind blowing on it. I'm pretty sure it could, though. At least for like a month or so, until I find some scraps of metal that I can just screw up there. Now regarding this corner, I think that I can just stick a board in here, and it might actually be better than the foam. Like so. Because without that, there's just so much surface area in here that water can get in here and go in places and get stuck, and it'll be very difficult to evaporate. But like this, any water that gets on it will hopefully run off very quickly, and it'll be very open to the atmosphere to evaporate. That's my idea, at least. So in my rush to get the front metal on the building, because I wanted to stop the neighbor's stray cats from shitting all over my work area, which they still do anytime they get in, I ran out of 2x4s, and so I did this. And I need to undo this. I was going to undo it anyway because it was going to be too difficult to seal around it. There we go, much better. Much better. Worn out piece of crap. Well guys, I almost feel kind of swindled because I got some of this stuff the original 3 cans at RP Lumber. And sure, they're a local company, and so they're gonna cost more, but I didn't think they were gonna cost over twice as much more, because I was thinking like, man, these like $7 or $8 a can. Like, how can I don't know if I want to use this stuff. Well, then I go to Walmart, it's like $3 a can, $3.80 a can, and I get that much of a markup. Yeah, I don't really know about that. It feels almost like it's like dishonest amount. So probably what I'm going to do is I bought like a whole box of these, so I have like 8 of them. I might take some of these to RP Lumber and return them as if they're the ones I got from RP Lumber, and that way I got the $3.80 price to return the ones that I paid like $8 for, because fuck that. You know, this stuff works really well compared to the stuff that I bought, and the bottles look different somehow. Like this one has green on it and this one doesn't. Looking at it, it says 2014 on this bottle, and this one says 2017. These things have been on the shelves for years. They're pretty much expired, and I paid twice as much for them. Yes, I'm going to be returning some full ones from Walmart to RP Lumber to get my 20-some bucks back, because fuck that. That is some bullshit. We like to complain about how Walmart and Amazon have been taking over small stores, but the reason they do that is because the small stores are so shit. Well, that's pretty much it for this. I think we've really closed up a lot more holes in the workshop, and so much so that I can now start putting the walls and the insulation on that wall. And hopefully that'll give me some time to figure out what door I want to put back there, and then we can put a wall on this side, and once both walls are done, we can do the end pieces and then the roof. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya!